Hi, good morning. Welcome to Dr. Neka Textile Academy, where we make textile design simple and exciting. I want to ask you this question. Have you ever wondered the difference between fiber, yarn, thread, and fabric? It will shock you to understand that even a lot of textile students don't even know the difference between the two. In today's class, I want you to stick around. Don't be in a hurry to run out of this channel. We're going to dive into the difference between each of these topics. Welcome back. Today we'll be looking at fiber. And I want you to understand today that fiber is the smallest unit in the production of textile materials. Look at it as the building block in the production of textile material. Fiber is a hairy-like material that is gotten either from natural sources or synthetic source. For the natural source, we have cotton, silk, wool, okay? Then for the synthetic, we have the nylon. We also have polyester. So anytime you think of fiber, I want you to see it in this direction, that it is the raw material that is needed in every textile industry. Without the fiber, you cannot have what? The textile material of today. Now we want to look into yarn. Now a yarn is usually produced when many fibers are put together in the industry and they are being twisted or spinned into a continuous strand. Okay, then a yarn also is stronger than an individual fiber. The yarn they are usually used for weaving, knitting, and they are also used for crocheting. I come again. A yarn is usually stronger than an individual fiber, and yarns are mostly used for the production of what? Fabric, weaving, crocheting, and knitting. Now let's look at the thread. The thread is another type of yarn, but the purpose of the thread is to join fabrics together, and the thread normally is usually tightly twisted together for the sole purpose of passing through the eye of the needle without breaking. Okay, or let me rephrase it this way. The thread is another type of yarn that is being produced for the purpose of sewing fabric materials together. Sewing fabric materials together, it's usually finer and kind of tighter and stronger because it is twisted for that purpose. So when it's passing through the eye of the needle, it cannot break easily. We're going to talk lastly about fabric. The fabric is being produced by joining yarns together through weaving, knitting, crocheting, and any other textile process in the production of textile materials. Now, fabric is used in the production of jeans, panties, trousers, your window blinds, and so many other textile materials you can see around your building or every other areas you walk around. Wow, we've come to the end of today's class. I hope you enjoyed it, and today we'll be able to understand what a fiber is. We've been able to discuss that fiber is the smallest unit, while the yarn is being produced from the fiber by continuous twisting, and which at the end produces a continuous strand. And we've been able to talk about the thread, that the thread is also another type of yarn, but the purpose of a thread is to join fabrics together. And we also understood that the fabric we put on today is being produced by joining multiple yarns together through the weaving, knitting, and crocheting. That is how we have our fabric. That's how we have our fabric. Wow. Remember, great textile designers don't just produce beautiful fabrics, they also understand how they are made. If you've enjoyed today's lessons, please don't forget to subscribe to Dr. Neka Textile Academy. See you next time as God lives. Bye.